Hello and welcome back to the Ride Along Project. I am your host, Dan Bowman, with some account management tips and tricks. There was a meeting that I was in at the time. It was one of our executive leaders, and there were a couple of different departments in the meeting, and assignments were given for some of the takeaways. And as we were leaving the room, this individual asked me when I would have the follow-up, and it was a report that I was to pull as part of the task and follow up pieces from the meeting. And I think I said something along the lines of, I'll add it to the list. And his response was, I don't need it added to the list, I need it done. And, obviously everything cannot be done right away, but there is something to, and I always look for the message in the feedback. And in this case, the feedback was have a do it now mentality. And if you find yourself in a rut, I love this concept and mindset of the do it now mentality. It can help you, whether you're backlogged on emails or projects or whatever it might be. And it's kind of, said another way, I've heard folks talk about the touch it once idea. And what that means is that let's think about it in terms of email. You're either deleting, filing, or taking action. And so oftentimes you can sift through email and spend hours on email trying to make sense of what the next area is that you need to attack, and you don't actually take any of those actions. And so have a do it now mentality, apply it to your day, especially if you're finding yourself behind. If you have a busy week, a lot of meetings on the calendar, and you only have small windows of time to actually complete some of the tasks that are required within the scope of your job, think through it, and you can apply that concept that I talked about in email, which is file, delete, take action. You can take that into many different areas within different projects, even within meetings, making quick decisions. And it really goes a long way. And so I know, using that story, it always makes me chuckle a little bit if I do find myself behind or adding things to a list, or see that my to-do list is growing. I figure out, okay, what are the areas that I can have a do it now mentality, and either get them off my plate to the correct department that should be handling them, or is it something I should be focusing on at all as a company for the client? Or otherwise, and just getting those things off the list and doing it now, it really pays off in the end. I appreciate you tuning in today, and we'll catch you on the next episode.